Best up I item you choose. Many times in the culture, hit you with them K-Ultra. I knew you was a vulture. Holy Ghost get the ushers. No, I can't trust you. Shock you.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Dallas Cowboys and the Philadelphia Eagles. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
First down. He goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
We always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he had this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 18 yards to pick up there. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down. They run the counter. It's Carr, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. On play action, they'll throw.
Well, it's almost football 101 that you preach to your safeties. Don't let anyone get behind you to the last line of defense. But he didn't let the play come to him. He went to the play. How about that read and recognition and finishing off that one behind the line of scrimmage?
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Cowboys' 38-yard line.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Down and sack.
Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Right, and that's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Facing a fourth down, they come away with 18 yards and the first down conversion. Now a give right side. It's Carr, and he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
And they set up the screen. That's complete. And there is a flag, so a big second down pickup will run them home. So a decent game. They're all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. Only people celebrating? The guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now back to throw. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. A good pickup there, 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, you're exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-0.
That's the score, Eagles 7, Cowboys nothing.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10. At their own 25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete. Charles, already trailing by touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That good for 19 yards as they pick up the conversion on 3rd.
1st down, Cowboys.
First down carry by Elliott. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
Nasir Adderley.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On on second down. It's Elliott. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 12 yards there and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Back to throw now on first down. Pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. They get 8 yards back there, and they could use another one of those now on 3rd and 7.
37-yard line.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
Open man is Kirk, complete. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. And that was a heck of a play there on the outside.
Partner, sometimes I think on a play like this as a corner, you've got to think to yourself, all I got to do is slow him down so others can come over and support. But in this case, he said, forget that. I've got this. Sorry you had to make the run for nothing, fellas.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Fair catch signaled for and taken at about the 18-yard line. It'll be just an 18-yard punt. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on 3rd down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep. He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Eagles add on to their lead.
There's not much that's perfect in football, but that's about as close to it as you're going to get. Score, force a punt, score again.
And both drives were impressive. The opening drive was, that last one was. Now on the other side, though, what's your psyche? You're really behind the 8 ball.
You got to make sure to just hold in there. Survive the early storm, relax a little bit, and try and get back to your game plan. It's way too early for panic.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're staring at a 2-touchdown deficit, 14-0 the score as they regroup with 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll run with Elliott.
so many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
Dallas.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. That's going to be caught by Kirk. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. A gain of 4 last play. They double that here and get 8.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. This is Elliott. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 3. First down, Cowboys.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give him 10 there. Good enough for a Cowboy first down. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 43. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6.
The tackle made.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain it?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield, get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And his ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas.
Dominated, boys, dominated.
CeeDee Lamb, his first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have cut it to within a score. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Eagles 14. Cowboys 7.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll go down at the 26 following a gain of 6. They'll get 6 on the play, and it's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. On second down now, it's Carr, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside, and so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he'll be limited to a short gain up to about the 34-yard line.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now this time he'll look to throw. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. It's got the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. Well, this was a 14-0 game not too long ago. Things were looking pretty good. And then you give up the touchdown on the last drive. Now the interception.
So that's a lesson in trying to stay vigilant, isn't it? You have to stay on top of things. Can't relax too much because, as you noted, things change. Now they've got to go out there and get a spark going again and try and slow down this comeback.
Oh, it's a screen pass. It's complete. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On second down, Elliott. There's the stiff arm. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number one. Short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He'll find Lamb. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Now for the point after. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14.
That ties the game at 14.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
At the line, this Philly offense set to go. They start from scratch here, so to speak. 14 all following the interception last time that led to a score. Now they've got it 1st and 10. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to getting out of bounds. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
To throw. This is complete to Watkins on a slant. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. They'll drop to throw. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And he'll be out right at the 35. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw. He'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
But it's brought in by Washington. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Now Elliott. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
First down, Cowboys.
Here's Elliott. He's got a first down and much more inside the 20. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown.
Touchdown.
Ezekiel Elliott. His first touchdown on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy. The fast guy, no matter what, though, you can't hold him.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? They'll look to throw. He will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. And he delivers a strike complete to Watkins. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Carr, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up
2nd and 11.
at the Cowboys.
Rolling to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. They'll set up to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11.
They'll roll him out right. Coverage, and it's intercepted. It's picked. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Here's another 1st and goal, but from a little further back this time following the penalty. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
They'll start the drive with Elliott. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Cowboy ball carrier.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Again, it's Elliott. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down at the 30.
Back-to-back 4-yard runs. Now, look, if they just do that all the way downfield, ball ends up in the end zone, but that's a little difficult to do.
Yeah, I think now 3rd and 2, that defense ready to stiffen up and stop that run. They'll try and run for it with Elliott. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
He's brought down.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. They go back to Elliott. He's been busy. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Elliott. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a 1st. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. That's caught on the left side by Kirk. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll fire deep downfield from him. That's caught inside the 20. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. 4th down conversion plays, you usually think 1, 2, 3 yards, maybe 10. Not there. What a huge pickup as the Sticks make a drastic shift forward. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 2nd down, it's Elliott, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 3rd and goal. That's a 5-yard loss. 4th down now.
And I don't think there should be much of a discussion here, but you know how I am. You kick the football, you take the lead. How bold do you want to be in this situation, though?
He is good.
So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
They'll keep it on the ground. Carr. And he will get enough for a 1st down, and that will lead us to the 2-minute warning. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And unable to get downhill there as he'll take this up to about the 37.
He's brought down at the
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Short gain last 2 plays. Who do you think's excited about that?
Absolutely. This defense, they're saying go right ahead with those. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
Well, they got the yardage they needed there. Picked up the 1st down. Got out of bounds. How about the urgency that they have as well as they understand where they are on the field?
And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. And he'll be stopped up at the line of scrimmage with a flag down. Let's check on the call. So that one will be accepted. Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. He'll look to throw. Got his open man, it's Carr. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. There as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And he takes this one back into the end zone. The Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
The kicker on for the extra point.
And so much for the game-winning 2-minute drive. I think that interception return there pretty much seals the deal.
And one thing to keep in mind, in this situation with the score that close, defense isn't backing off and just giving you easy throws. They're playing aggressively as well, and they end up picking that one off and sealing the deal for themselves.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off there, the 32. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
The kicker on for the point.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for a touchdown. Reinforced.
They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
It's now 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LREs.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That'll be a gain of 15 yards. And it'll move the chains. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he will go down. The Cowboys sack. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for Dallas, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the New York Jets. Meanwhile, for Philadelphia, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll try to rebound next week on the road in Washington.